This is a trust fall. Jump. We had a reading back in March. I filmed it in March. It's number 136, and it's called 1, 2, 3, Jump. New cycle begins the next 3 months, April through June 2025. Spirit reminded me of that reading, and they want to do a follow-up or a check-in, if you will, on the progress that has been made since that time. So again, this would be from April to June of this past year. So we're taking a look at, and I'm sure it correlates to some sort of astrological transit, guys, but I'm just going to speak from a divination perspective today. You know, they may bring it up again, but they wanted to emphasize the fact that you've successfully transmuted something, is the way that they showed it to me yesterday when I was kind of pulling cards, just trying to understand like deeper into what this message could bring for us. It's very specific. It's that 1, 2, 3, and now this reading is 2, 3, 4. So you have you have alchemized something, you've transmuted some sort of darkness. That's how it's coming through. You healed something. And so now it's like we're on to the next leg here of this journey. And this has taken a while, guys. Whatever this has been, you could have been grieving something, you could have been healing something. I skimmed back through that reading, number 136, just to kind of see what we were looking at. And we got the 4 of Swords, and we got the 4 of Cups. And I believe it was my reading right before this, where we were talking about it being a 4 reading, all about foundations. So yes, technically this is a 9-year, right? And that's all about closing out cycles. But I've been getting a lot of downloads surrounding foundation building, and not to trip you guys out, but it's like we're ahead of the curve. Like this message is coming forward to you because you are a high priestess. 2, 3, 4. This is a trust fall. Jump. I even put 4 exclamation points. This is about 4s. Metaphor. It's a metaphor. Well, it's not really a metaphor. It's real freaking life, because 4s are all about building foundations. Now, if you want to watch my reading right before this one, where I talk about your lowest will actually become your highest, that ties into this message here just from another angle. Some sort of leap of faith was taken back towards the beginning of this year. We had an opportunity to start some sort of process. Oh, and what I meant by you're ahead of the curve is that it's like you're working on 2 timelines at once, guys. A lot of people are. Like, I see people moving through the walls, so to speak. Have you ever seen that game Dig Dug? That's a throwback, right? But it's like the guy who kind of moves underneath the ground. It's like mole people, right? We're like mole people. Ever watch that movie, The Lost City of Atlantis? I used to love that movie. But it's kind of like that, guys. It's like we're underground. We've been doing the shadow work with these 4s. Like, we've been building foundations in a future time because we're simultaneously doing 2 things at once. That's how it's coming through, guys. Like, this is a trippy ass collective, and I love you people because you're me and I'm you. Right? So we got some amethyst here today to help us translate this multidimensional message here. It's funny because I also had amethyst. I actually had raw amethyst in this previous video, and I used the Light Seers tarot in that April to June 2025 reading. So we're going to use the Light Seers tarot today just to continue with the message. This is more of a check-in, guys. This is like, hey, you've kicked this year's ass, right? Like this last quarter of the year, if you want to look at it that way, that was like quarter 2, and now we're already into quarter 4. So this is going to be a rundown of what has happened here and what you have achieved. You've successfully healed something or transmuted something. Therefore, a higher dimensional version of yourself, or a future version, if you want to look at it that way, is already laying the foundation, the four corners like of a house. It's already building a house, you are, in a future time. Because this year is all about letting go of old things. Like the stuff that's going on. I've been listening to astrology stuff nonstop lately because it's felt so intense with all of this like scorpionic energy and stuff. Not to mention we're in Scorpio season at the time that I'm filming this. This is a very intense year, guys, and it really has been. And I feel like, as we're in this Mercury retrograde, it being in Sagittarius and yet again in Scorpio, this is intense. Like when we're thinking back over this year, as these things just naturally come up when we have a Mercury retrograde, which we have from November 9th to November 29th, and then it will be post shadow through December 16th. So pretty much through the end of the year, we're going to be even just subconsciously thinking back on this shit anyway. So Spirit reminded me of this reading to be like, hey, let's check in on that. Because you took some sort of a leap of faith here and it's paying off. You've like moved. I'm getting it like that. So you've been letting a bunch of stuff go, working through these cycles. We all have in 2025, but it's like you're already in 2026 building some sort of a foundation 2, 3, 4 in the future because of the work that you're doing here. It's just extraordinary, the work that's being done. It's like A+, guys. It's like you get 101 on all of your spiritual tests. You also answer the bonus question, and then you're just like sitting there chewing gum, like while everybody's like sweating at the brow, like bleeding from their crown chakras, and you're just like, what's up? Hierophant. See? Because you guys are not only are you spiritual, but you understand like the process, the structure of things with the Hierophant, right? So again, you're like an advanced practitioner, so to speak. Like you don't have to be a practitioner in your career. Yeah, my nose is really itching on that. So I could literally be talking to a few of you here who like are literally, healers with the star. I know some of you guys are. I know you are, basically. With the Hierophant and the star especially, you could be a teacher, a healer, by trade. But this is also for others that you guys are just very spiritual. You take your life seriously because you care about the collective, you care about the world, you care about yourself, you care about the deeper. You're a seeker. You look for the deeper answers of life. So you're being rewarded here. This is a trust fall. What's trippy about this message is that they're almost saying it to me as in this is a trust fall jump, 2, 3, 4, as in you already took some sort of a trust fall. Like, but I feel that there's a group kind of back there, if you will, that's now taking this trust fall at the end of the year. There's a group that took it at the beginning of the year. It's kind of like taking a spiritual test. It's like we had this sort of decision to make, and all this, guys, is very elusive, right? It's not it's really not something that can be like translated into modern English. Yeah, my nose. Hold on. My nose is like going crazy. It's like itching. It's not just allergies or something. Okay. Now my nose is gonna be red. Okay. But they're just giving confirmation, guys. They want you to know that this message is for you. Because I feel a lot of times, like as empaths, as spiritual people with the star, we can sometimes not give ourselves the credit that we deserve. And this is not about saying you're better than other people. This is just like Ace of Wands. You started some sort of a new beginning back there when you were told to take the chance. You had blind faith. You took some sort of a leap of faith here. So I don't know if they're showing that you're going to take another jump, or if this reading is just showing this is a result of the jump you already took back in April of 2025. They're telling me it's both. So not to trip you out again, but I'm seeing people being like split. Not just in groups as in different people, like aspects of your own self. Like you took a jump back there and you're kind of taking another jump now. While we're in a freaking Mercury retrograde. It's like, it's trippy, guys. So I don't know how to describe it. So we're just going to get cards. We have Amethyst for our crown chakra astral travels today. Using the Light Seers Tarot. This is a trust fall. Jump. 2, 3, 4. Hello and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. It's Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. And I guess I don't even know what to call this. Is this timeless? It's kind of like through the end of the year. Like that's kind of how they're giving it to me. This is like quarter 4. I'm filming this the day after the full moon in Taurus. So I'm filming this on November 5th. Well, technically the height of the new moon in Taurus was this morning at 8:19 a.m. I just brought my crystals in from the full moon. We have the 9 of Cups here. Guys, you're going to be so happy with what's coming next. Confirmation. We have the 2 of Wands here. It's like, this is what you've been hoping for. See how she's looking out the window like that? Like hoping for a wish with the 9 of Cups. Like this, you did this though. This isn't like, oh, your wish is granted by some like cosmic genie or something, guys. Like, look at this. Look at this King of Cups. This is you. This is us. Like, he's meditating. Like, he's playing his sound bowls out here. Like, he's connecting with his guides. He's transmuting some sort of a pain as well with the 10 of Swords. And I got that when I was asking about this message beforehand. Like, they were saying you successfully transmuted and healed something. And so now we're getting ready to take another leap of faith. That's channeling through. So yeah, this is like another leap of faith, guys. But we're prepping for it. And this message came through in my Mercury retrograde reading, which was number 226. This is just for those who are interested. You don't have to watch any of these, guys. I'm just saying for reference, for those of you who are like actually like, really want to know, because I put in a lot of work to these, guys. These aren't just like random ass readings. Like, this is shit that I'm following for my own life, and they've given me access to the Akashic records to be able to guide a group forward, whatever. That's the way they show it to me. So anyways, 226. What I was going to say on that though? I talked about that in the Mercury retrograde reading, that it's like the end of this year, November and December of 2025, we are in a Mercury retrograde. So it's like they're going to be bringing up past stuff from this whole year I'm getting. This is our final Mercury retrograde of the year. You're going to be remembering shit that's happened during 2025. It's been a heavy year of processing, releasing, letting go, moving through stuff. Those eclipses were crazy for some, and relieving for others. It's like we're facing our shadows, we're looking ourselves in the mirror, and now it's like they're prepping us for yet another jump at the start of 2026, and that came through in my Mercury retrograde reading. So I feel like this is just dovetailing off of all of that there. So we're going to get 3 cards. I know that's a lot, guys. I'm trying not to Virgo out on you too bad, but I just like to get the facts, down on paper, so to speak, so that I can reference it if I need to at a future time to convey a future message, if that makes sense. Anyways, this is the syllabus. And I plan to bring in more astrology next year, just because I feel like it helps to ground the message for everybody. And for those who are more skeptical about raw divination, which I'm not offended by, I understand it. I like to have both in the house. So I do it for my own self, and Spirit was like, how about you start bringing that to the show? You're ready, you know enough. Because astrology, guys, it's like a lifelong pursuit. This is like a 40-year study, and I've been studying it for the past 4 years or so. We have Knight of Cups, but they're like, you're ready. For some of you, this is totally off the rip here, but there could even be a person here that's preparing for you if you're looking for love. I just heard that. But here we are. All right. This is a trust fall jump 2 3 4. This is the next set of numbers. We had 1 2 3, and now we have 2 3 4. It's like I'm seeing it like a path being paved over or run over again and again. Because it's not 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's 1 2 3 2 3 4. This stuff takes multiple times of going over the same thing again and again just to get us to the 4. I hope that's making sense, guys. That's what all these retrogrades are for and stuff. It's to get it through the system so many times to the point that it becomes part of us and we can't unknow it. We can't unsee it. We're evolving, and even if people try to pull us back in the past, or even if, we get pulled back in some way, it's we can't unsee what we've seen or unknow what we've known because it's become part of who we are. So now we're off to the next leg of the race here. For the collective, 3 cards. Four of Wands. See, that's another 4. For some of you, you're gearing up for a relationship, or this is some sort of cosmic contract here. We'll see. See what this is about here. We have the 2 of Swords, but yeah, you can't see it yet, guys. And there's a reason for that. Again, we have this Mercury retrograde. So they're not going to have you taking action on this new thing that we're reading on today, really realistically until 2026. But they're just kind of prepping us here. You could even feel I feel like I know something or understand something, but it feels just out of my grasp. That's by design, guys. They're not trying to trick you. They're not trying to make you feel they're holding a carrot in front of you. But in a way they are. They're trying to get us to move in a direction, and they're prepping us for that direction. 1, 2, and 3. Let's just look at the bottom of the deck really quick here. 2 of Swords with the Magician and the King of Swords. See, they don't want you to psych yourself out here with the 2 of Wands. Back to that. Remember with the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Wands, like she's looking out the window, like she's hoping for this like wish to come true, but in reality you're the one who has made this happen. This, again, it's not some magic genie that's like granting you 3 wishes and you wish for more wishes, right? Like 9 of Wands behind her, like some of us have kicked ass this year. We have kicked 2025's ass, and we are going to end off this year with some sort of success, with a job well done. Like we have successfully completed or transmuted something negative, toxic, healed from something, etc. And you should be proud of yourself. We all should be proud of ourselves and just take a minute to be proud, because just because the universe offers you something doesn't mean that you take it, doesn't mean that you do the work. You know, it's like people are always looking for the answer with the 2 of Wands, right? Like even possibly praying for the answer, searching for the answer, possibly even trying to like move somewhere with this globe here, like try to go find themselves or experience things so that they can figure, themselves out here. And it's like, even when the universe makes it glaringly obvious, sometimes we will turn away from that or turn a blind eye to those things because it's hard. And there's no shame in going around the mountain again. That came through in one of my recent readings where we were talking about the next 2 years. That was a big reading. Number 227. Everything will change over the next 2 years, 2025 through 2027. These all tie in together, guys. That's why I mention them. But there was a part in that reading where there was a group back here with the Devil card that they were shown what they needed to heal, but there was avoidance there. And this is not to shame anybody. I've done it myself, right? In the past, I've done that myself, where it's like, you don't feel ready, or you feel like you can't do something, or it's too much, or you're too overwhelmed. So people always will have a chance again, but when the universe says jump, take that trust fall, man, because this is the result, this reading. But we're not going to see that yet with the 2 of Swords. But the Magician and the King of Swords, it's like, this is what you've been manifesting. This is what you've been building, but they're not going to show you all the details. I know. Because with the King of Swords, then we're going to like think our way out of it, or think our way around it, or, change the trajectory and mess with the butterfly effect and all that. And then we're going to be back where we started. So they're giving us just enough information so that we know what path we're on. My Mercury retrograde, the plan is a pathway. They've given us a path to walk down, but it's very elusive, right? It's still going to feel like a trust fall. We need to have faith at this time, believe in ourselves, and trust that we are able to follow the guidance we're given. That we can trust ourselves, we can trust our intuition. So, without further ado, this is the Trust Fall Jump 2, 3, 4, card number 1 for the collective. We have the 3 of Swords. Interesting. So, guys, what I'm getting on this is, and this is a painful card. It really is. It's a visceral energy. What I'm getting on this 3 of Swords is the very thing that you've been working on healing or transmuting. With all these retrogrades happening, that's going to come up again for another pass through. This is like a check-in. Like, think of it as going to the doctor after you've already gone through a long process of healing, and they're checking in to see how everything has healed up. We're going to test out, like, say you broke your leg. We're going to test out your leg. We're going to walk back and forth without the cast. We're going to put you on the treadmill, see how you do. This has been like cosmic physical therapy that we've been going through for those of us who agreed to this process. And even if we don't agree, this is the irony, because astrology is just astrology and the universe is the universe. We still are growing and changing and evolving, even if we don't agree to it technically. But it's like we're doing it kicking and screaming and we don't know what's going on. And that's why it's good to be in the know and stay in tune with what's happening, because you may feel like old stuff coming up again that you thought you already healed with the Three of Swords. I'm getting it like this, guys. This is a mirage. I'm seeing a big group of people, an exodus of people walking through the deserts. And everyone's tired with the Nine of Wands. Like, we've been through a lot this year. We've done a lot of amazing things, overcome many things. And so I'm seeing this group here, which we're all a part of, moving through the desert, and it's like this mirage is coming back up again, and we could be flashing back to old memories or old emotions. And what I'm getting is like, this is the final kind of filtration. I'm seeing water being filtered, and it's gone through multiple filtration processes this past year. Excuse me, guys, this is the final pass. I'm hearing you passed. I'm hearing you passed emissions. That might be literal for somebody. I don't know. That's funny. But it's something like that. It's like your car. To me, your car is an analogy for your human suit, right? Like this avatar here. So you passing emissions would be like you're good to go. Everything, you can drive your car, and you don't have to worry about this particular thing for a while at least, right? Interesting. I heard this is a trick. That is so Mercury retrograde. The way that I look at Mercury retrogrades is, Mercury is like the cosmic trickster, right? Mercury, it's like the Mercury retrogrades, they kind of throw us a curveball on purpose because they want to see, okay, let's test that leg out. Is it really healed? Because we're prepping you for 2026. We're not playing games here. We're not sending you back out there on a leg that's just going to break again. Right? So it's like, this is almost like a simulation. And this is heavy retrograde energy here, guys. So this really is a time-based reading. This is like through the end of this year, right? All right, let's take a look at this. This is the Trust Fall Jump 2, 3, 4. Card number 2 for the collective. We have the Queen of Wands. She has been coming through like crazy. She's like wildfire through the collective right now. Look at her hand. Like, this looks like, to me, this woman looks like somebody who would have like glitter in her hand and would just be like, and all the glitter goes everywhere. Like, she's magical, this woman here. You are magical. You're surrounded by the prayers of your ancestors with these candles. Yeah. We're going to look a little bit deeper into it, but this is the lineup here, guys. It's like look at this vitality. Look at all these purples and pinks and orange. Like this is like crown down to the root. Like, we have purple all the way down to red. Like, you could have even gone through a full chakra activation. I'm getting that. I'm seeing like the chakras spinning 1,000 miles an hour. And look at the difference between the color of both of these like landscapes here. This is all gray and monotone, except for the heart. The heart is red. Your heart has always been your power, your truth. Like your heart is supercharged with wonder. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing the seven wonders of the world. Like you contain the energy of the world inside of you. You could consider yourself someone who's like an astral traveler, like a grid worker. You could be somebody that you even astral travel to certain locations. For some of you, I'm hearing you don't even realize you do this. I know that I do it in the dream state. Like I travel all over the world in my dreams. I talk to different people. And when I wake up, I am sure that it's real. Like the other night, I had a dream. I was talking to this man for like an hour, and he was telling me all about his life. And when I woke up, I was in like Taiwan or something like that. When I woke up, it was I was like, that was a real man. Like I might even see that man somewhere. Like that's how real this stuff is, guys. And I feel like on this one point here, I'm just throwing it out there for some of you who feel you relate to this. Could also be happening through meditation as well. We had that King of Cups. It's like you could be someone who you gain power through your heart chakra. Like that's where your power center is. And since it's red, I'm really like drawn to the red imagery. There's something about it needed to get grounded. And that's part of what letting go of certain cycles and stuff this year were, guys. Letting go of any codependency, letting go of any like savior complex stuff that we have. Like, it's not about saving people. We need to all save ourselves. And I feel like that's part of this evolution of this Queen of Wands. It's like she's empowered now, right? So, King of Cups to me, which is who we had before, King of Cups, very in control of their own emotions. There's a deep depth to the King of Cups, but he knows how to handle what he's got going on. He knows how to handle other people's emotions as well. But sometimes the King and the Queen of Cups, both of them, they're like the empaths of the tarot to me. They're the lovers, right? They're the people who care for real, and they're authentic and they're raw. Sometimes we can go on a wild goose chase trying to save people and help people, and oh, if they could just see, or if we could just find a compromise, when they don't want to be saved. You know what I mean? They don't want to do the hard work. That's why for some of us, we had to leave certain people behind, and that came through in one of my recent readings that I talked about, that the 2-year cycle reading, where we could have had to leave certain people behind, and in turn we have learned, this is what we've learned, guys. This is what they're showing, that this is what we transmuted over the past months since my other reading. You took some sort of a leap of faith, possibly even to leave someone, guys, or to leave an old way of being. This is what it's resulted in. Self-empowerment. You have become a powerful healer, empath, artist, however you want to identify this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands she is deeply esoteric, spiritual. She's in tune with her ancestors. She's in tune with her lineage. She's in tune with herself, her body, what her needs are. She has needs, the Queen of Wands, and she fulfills those needs. Sometimes when we're dealing with the cups, we can put others' needs before our own. And I feel like that's been a big part of this self-empowerment message for all of us here, is to understand we can still have empathy. We can still love and care about people, but we also love and care about ourselves. And that's okay. That's more than okay. That's what empowers this beautiful, bleeding heart, this sacred heart. This is what empowers this heart to do what it does best, to love, to express, to cherish life and cherish other people. This is an upgrade to your heart chakra this past year. That's what I'm getting, guys. But it's a subtle change because it almost seems a little bit selfish on the surface. Like you could have had to set boundaries against certain people that could have been challenging, or this is what we're gonna be doing over the rest of this year. It's gonna come back up again. That's what this is. This Three of Swords. The lessons we've been learning about self-empowerment and loving ourselves and embracing our true callings and our true power, all of that old stuff, you're going to feel it cropping up again with the Three of Swords. You could even be tempted to fold. We're coming around the holidays, whether you celebrate or not. And, you may even feel roped in, or you may feel like, oh, maybe I was too harsh back there with the Three of Swords. Why did I get so selfish? I was so selfish back there. No, they want to correct that. Don't let yourself slide back into that old cycle again, where you have no needs and you have no wants or desires, and you give it all to someone else or to other people, when we know damn well you're sitting at this window with the Two of Wands waiting for a better day. But it's not just waiting, guys. It's not just a hope and a prayer. The Two of Wands is a planning stage that we then begin to implement. And she's Wands. The Queen of Wands is Wands. I feel like that jump that we took back in the first quarter of the year, yeah, like this was about choosing ourselves. And again, it's like you could even have people challenging that. I'm hearing the challenger. Like you could have a challenger come in and start talking to you about, who do you think you are to this and that? Like, we need you, or, like, or even just coming in, like, because Mercury retrograde, it's classic. We have exes coming back, people that we've set boundaries with that are coming back around the bend here. It could even be people from that time frame, realistically, that reading was talking about April to June, right? But we could have people coming back from that time frame where we chose ourselves, coming back and kind of testing us again. Like, hey, are you still going to choose yourself this time? It's the holidays. What do you mean you're not going to spend time? It's like, and it's not that for everybody, guys. I'm just saying it could be something like that where I'm seeing being poked, like poking the bear. But you're about to see how truly changed you really are when you don't fold. You're going to keep your empowerment. You're going to keep your will intact. You've done all this work, right? We're not just going to slide back into that self-abandonment again. This is the trust fall jump. 2, 3, 4. Card number 3 for the collective is the Seven of Pentacles. Whew. This is super retrograde-y energy here. Like this Seven of Pentacles, and I do want to ask specifically, but this is like looking over everything that we've gone through over this past year. This is like a check-in from, the end of the year. For the end of the year, excuse me, guys. I just want to ask about the Seven of Pentacles here. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles for the collective. What are we going to be looking at here? Yeah, they want us to just slow down, guys. And that's the advice of any retrograde, right? But they're saying here to just kind of tune in with yourself. Look at how far you've come. You may be tested to fall back into old patterns, but you're going to see that a lot of you You're strong. You're not just going to slide back into that because it's too late. It's like you've changed. You can't be that person again even if you tried. I'm hearing something about being a pushover. 9 of Pentacles. Still wearing my grape earrings to represent the energy of the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, guys. I mean, you have become your own person. I'm hearing your own emperor. That's interesting. We have the Knight of Cups with the 6 of Wands. See, they're bringing you good news of success. Like, you're ending this year off with a bang, guys. You're going to end this year off seeing that you have actually healed this. I'm hearing once and for all with the 4 of Swords. Wow, guys. Wow, guys. Look, Empress, Ace of Cups with the 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This, to me, the Empress is the ultimate self-love. Male, female, non-binary, however you guys identify. Just the Empress deals with those themes of the heart. Remember how I was talking about the heart chakra with the 3 of Swords, and now we have the Ace of Cups. Now, this Empress, which is a higher, more evolved version of yourself, who loves herself, who cherishes herself, who is empowered, like the Queen of Wands, this aspect of you was trying to remind you of your heart with this 3 of Swords, of your beautiful beating heart that just lives to love and to experience and to cherish life and to have joy and gratitude and connect with the universe. The reason why this had to be healed with the 4 of Swords is because it's like this Empress, this higher version of you, was trying to remind you of bits of yourself that had been lost or forgotten. And a lot of us, including myself, guys, it's almost painful to take that cup in the 4 of Cups. It's like he doesn't want to look at that. He doesn't want to think about that. He doesn't want to heal that. Like he's been through so much with this heart. But this same heart is the most powerful thing about you. So it's worth healing this heart. And you're going to find come the end of 2025 that you have done that. You have healed something about yourself that you can't go back on. We can't come back from this. You have empowered yourself in such a way that it cannot be taken away from you. And that is good news. That is a success story. You're ending this year off with a bang. I'm really proud of everybody here. Look, there's that King of Cups. There he is. Wow, guys. I love ya. I hope this reading was helpful. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic, here. I want to bring this leaf out again. This is just my like studio leaf now, I guess. If you would like to listen to The Metamystic Show, you can always listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. EST, as well as on my YouTube channel at The Metamystic. Always great to read your comments. I love to hear from you guys. If you'd like to dive a little bit deeper, you can always book a personal with me. Info is down below. And I want to take a second to thank every single person who donates to support my work, to support this show. Thank you so much. You guys mean the world to me. I'm so grateful for you and proud of everybody. So, all right, guys, I love you, and I will see you on the next one.